want you functioning in that way, because that means when prosecution come, when trials come your way, you're not going to be able to stand. That means, child of God, if you cannot be content in your circumstance, it's easy for you to be bored. All the devil needs, you can say, oh, I would never be bored. I'm sold out for Jesus. Sold out for Jesus until that check comes. Sold out for Jesus until you're in a crisis. And because you have not learned to be content, you have not postured that heart. You have not gained that heart posture. So somebody can give you the right check. Just compromise. Well, the bills got to get paid. Well, my son in the hospital, I need the medical bill. So, well, it ain't really that bad. It ain't really that bad. It's just one time. And you compromise. And you compromise. I hope y'all don't think people compromise just because they just want the money. Or it's just, no. They never learned to be content. They had wanting eyes. God said in the appointed time, your desire will be given to you. That means in this season, child of God, you are to be content. If you don't learn to be content, you would never be able to stand. The devil will always offer you something and you would take it. So it is so important, right, child of God? So it says in the book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 11, we'll read all the way to 13. It says, not that I was ever in need, for I have learned how to be content with whatever I have. I know how to live on almost nothing or with everything. Okay, so Paul is saying, I know how to live without and I know how to live with. I know how to be full and I know how to not have anything. Literally. He says in verse 12, I know how to live on almost nothing or with everything. I have learned the secret of living in every situation, whether it is with a full stomach or an empty stomach, with plenty or little, for I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Listen here, child of God. You must learn how to be content. You must learn how to be content. And the thing is, growing up, I went through some things where I had discontentment in my life. It wasn't it lasted for probably a few seconds. But what I noticed is the one reason why I ended up becoming discontent was because I was looking at what other people was doing. And the moment I snapped out of it, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Guess what? Peace got restored, so did my joy. Because there was nothing wrong in my life. I was in the right season. I had a nice job. I was working at the bank, okay? My bills was getting paid. I was spending time with Jesus, reading books. I was healthy. I was in college. There was nothing wrong. But I started looking outside. Oh, they're taking a vacation. It was not my season to take vacation. I was 20 years old. My season was for me to be where I was at. It was not my season. And that is the trap that we fall into. That is the trap that we fall into. And we're going